Thanks for coming out. Yeah. You like my jacket, huh? This is my Boston Marathon jacket. Yeah, I got it just to wear to let everyone know that I'm faster than you are. It's kind of like the green jacket you get at the Masters, but it's for running. You wear it at races to flaunt that you run the Boston Marathon. You're probably faster than everyone else there for a good portion of them. So it's a great way to make yourself look better than everyone else. No, just kidding. No, yeah. So, why'd the runner cross the road? To get yelled at by someone in a car. Run, Forrest, run! You know, that wasn't even funny like 15 years ago, and people still continue to do that. Like, you can't come up with something new? Like, really? You know what I really like? Those stickers that people put on their car, like how far they ran, like 13.1 or 26.2. Yeah, my favorite is, Runner Girl. They're always pink, and it's got like the girl running like this with a ponytail. Yeah, those are always great. There's always like, check out my gender and my hobbies. Like, you never see like Runner Boy. Like, where's like, some like grizzly dude with a Runner Boy sticker, like Runner Guy, Runner Dude. Yeah, none of that. Why? I don't know. It was always like, Runner Girl. And I had a big idea with the stickers. Like, I kind of make fun of them too. But I was like, all right, I'm going to get the 13.1 sticker. And then cover up the 1 and the 13 because, it's like a half marathon. So I cover that up. So it says 3.1. So then there's like a 5K because it's like, that's kind of funny. It's like, anyone can do a 5K. It's not like you made a lifestyle choice to do that. But then anyways, I wind up seeing like a 5K sticker. So that's just like, okay, so much for that. But then it's like, those stickers are kind of stupid. But then, like, what about the people that go to like the Outer Banks? You go to you drive down North Carolina, hang out at the beach for a week. You get a sticker to put on your car. It's like, come on. Like, you're probably not from the Outer Banks. So, I'm okay with the runner stickers, but you know what? Like, I run so far, it's embarrassing to have a sticker to put on the car. It's like, do I really need one that says like 24 hours or like 125 miles? Like, no one's gonna like believe that, or you have to try to explain it to someone. And every once in a while, you like explain to someone like, oh yeah, I run for 24 hours or like 100 miles or something. And then you realize like a couple minutes into the conversation that they've got the look on their face like you have when you're talking to someone in the middle of a city. And you realize this person is homeless, probably crazy, and will be asking me for money any minute. Like, how do I get out of this? And they're like, oh, thanks for telling me your story. That's really interesting. I really gotta go. So, because I used to work with a guy, and he was like, oh yeah, I live over near Wissahickon Park. I'm like, well, that's nice. I ran a race there yesterday. And he's like, oh, was it a 5K? And I'm like, no, it was a 12-hour run. He just gave me a blank stare and shut up, which was one of the best. Like, I didn't have to try to explain what I did and why I do that. And he's still probably wondering to this day, is like, was he just pulling my leg or did he really do that? The thing is, like, you know what? No one really gives a shit about any of this. Like, maybe your colleagues do, but it's like, unless you are probably, the caliber where you make an Olympic medal, you used to be really fat, or you're dying, no one cares. It's a pretty self-serving activity to go out there and run, and, no one really gives a shit. It's funny how you get into this, because I'm like, okay, I will do like a 5K. I'm like, okay, a 5K is not that hard, so like 3.1 miles. So like you do one of those, and so I'm like, okay, that's my 5K, but like, I think I had to, shave a little bit of time off, a little bit more training, so you do another one. It's like, okay, I did that. There's a 10K coming up. Why don't I do the 10K? So you do the 10K, and you're like, yeah, that was pretty good. It was like twice as far as the 5K. I felt pretty good. It's like, well, a half marathon's not that much further. And then, like, you want to do another 10K, so that's like, 12 miles. This is like another mile. And to do a half marathon. So it's like, all right, I'll do the half marathon, and then that's it. And then the next year comes around, and you're like, oh, maybe I take a little bit more time off of that. And you're like, well, I might as well do a marathon. Because it's like, it's a bucket list. I will do it one time, and then that is it. So anyways, you do your marathon. You're like, okay, yeah, that's pretty good. In the marathon, but then you're like, oh, I want to run the Boston Marathon. But you got to get a qualifying time for that. So after like a year and a half of training, like 6 or 7 marathons later, finally, qualify for Boston. You go up there, you get your expensive hotel, you gotta get your, requisite jacket. And then you've done that, and then it's like, okay, well, I guess this is sort of, a lifestyle now. It's like, okay, everyone's doing the 50-mile race at the end of the season. It's like, yeah, why not? It could be fun. We'll just try that once and see how that goes. And you're like, oh, that went better than I expected. So then the next thing you know, you're like, honey, can we go on vacation in Death Valley in July so I can run 130 miles? Yeah. Stealth is getting real tired of that stuff real quick, I've discovered. And then there's like the whole group of people that are on Facebook, and it's all like, they get like the feed from their smartphone or their Garmin GPS, and it was like, I ran 9 miles at 35, ran 9 miles at like 8:53 pace, or I ran 3 miles at like 7:55 pace and felt great. It's like, no one cares. Like, it's out there like every day. But then, there's the runner blog. If you want to feel bad about yourself, this is the place to go. Because these people, A, are really good at running, and B, good at everything else in life. That they have wonderful kids, they own their own home, and have a car that's clearly much nicer than yours where they travel around to all these races. And they talk about all the races that they're training for, and how great their kids are, and how everyone's so supportive. I'm like, no one's family is that supportive of this. Trust me. You can ask my wife. She was initially like, I'm going to volunteer at races, and now she's like, can I go back to bed after the start? And I'm like, yeah, let's be there for the start and finish, and everything will be fine. But then, so you go to these blogs, but it's not something you just find in your Facebook feed. You make the effort to actually click on this and read about what these people have been doing, and then just become more and more sensitive about how great their life is and how crappy yours is. And then there's all kinds of posts about oh, you're amazing, so nice meeting you the other day, and I'm just yeah, I'm tired of it. But I guess that's the business. So thanks for your time, and I gotta run.